Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a left hand warm-up, and this left hand warm-up is suitable for beginners but also for more advanced players because we work at the things which we all always need to work on. We want our left hand fingers to be strong and precise, and of course we want to play with a good intonation, so we have to practice listening. We need to warm up our ear as well. So we need to practice listening and correcting. The most important thing in playing the violin is connecting hearing with the sensing of our left hand. And we want our correction speed to be as fast as possible. But we don't work at correction speed directly. We work at listening and correcting all the time. And by doing that, our correction speed will become more precise and faster over time. Let's start with a little bit of left hand pizzicato because that's a great way of warming up the left hand. We're just going to do open strings. Pluck the E string with your fourth finger, and then the A string, D string, and G string. Notice how I have to bring my elbow over as I go onto the lower strings. Same with the third finger. A string, D string, G string. Second finger, remember to bring your elbow back to the left when you go back to the E string. Now first finger, this is one of the best ways of warming up the left hand. Don't worry about it if you hit other strings, particularly with the first finger. Plucking with the first finger takes a little bit of getting used to, but for this warm-up, it's just a matter of doing the movements. It'll improve over time. Next, we're going to do a couple of double stops, but don't worry, most of them are just going to be double stops with open strings. There's a bit of a challenge in it because we want to improve our technique, but I'll walk you through it slowly. Double stops are particularly good for us because they make us play very precisely. We will have a very precise intonation, and it's also great for the bow because if you play on two strings all the time, your sound will improve and also your bow control will improve a lot. Now we're just going to start quite simply, open G string, open D string, and this is completely without rhythm, so you use as many bows as you like and as you need. Give yourself time to hear and to correct anything which is not completely in tune. Open G string and open D string. Just play it a few times. As you play, listen to the sound. The more actively you listen, the better your intonation will be. Now we do open G string together with third finger G on the D string. Don't worry if you need time to correct your third finger so that it matches the open G string perfectly, because exactly this correcting, this hearing and correcting, is what's going to improve all of your violin playing. So give yourself as many bows as you need. Make sure you play with a very beautiful sound, because the more beautiful your sound is, the easier it is to hear. If you play with vibrato, put a little bit of vibrato on the notes. If you don't play with vibrato, don't worry about it. Now we do open D string and open A string. Open D string with first finger B on the A string. Listen to the sound, correct anything which needs to be corrected, and give yourself plenty of bows. Open D string with third finger D on the A string. Fourth finger E together with open E string. This is a fantastic exercise for the fourth finger, because the fourth finger has to arch over the open E string so that the open E string can resonate, and you're playing the fourth finger E together with the open E string, so you will hear anything which is not completely in tune. Give yourself time, give yourself as many bows as you need, use the whole bow, comfortable bow speed, and correct. You might need to lift your finger off of the string again and replace it. Don't worry about that. That's the warm-up training. When you have it in tune, play at least 2 bows and listen to the sound. You want to remember what it sounds like. Now you reach down for second finger C on the A string together with open E string. From fourth finger E on the A string to second finger C on the A string is a stretch. You have to reach down. It's likely going to be too sharp because our fingers always want to be close together, and we're stretching them so that they learn to reach away from each other. We need that. That's part of the warm-up. So you go from fourth finger E together with the open E string down to second finger C with the open E string. Reach down. Might as well do that again. Reach down. Now we have the next stretch. Reach up for fourth finger A together with open A string. Be very critical with intonation. The more time you give yourself to hear and correct, the more effective this warm-up will be. Let's do that again. Second finger C to fourth finger A is a stretch in first position. So you have to reach up, bring your elbow over to the right and reach up for fourth finger A. Remember, fourth finger A has to arch over the open A string so that the A string can resonate freely. So you're forced to place your finger correctly. Okay, second finger C together with open E string. Reach up for fourth finger A. Let's do that again. Reach up. Keep your fourth finger down and reach down for second finger C so that you play fourth finger A on the D string together with second finger C on the A string. This difficult double stop because it's a stretch. If you're a beginner, you might notice your fourth finger sliding down, because when you reach down with your second finger, you might pull the fourth finger down. That's completely normal at first. That will go away if you keep practicing this. If that happens, replace your fourth finger together with open A string to make sure it's in tune. And then reach down for second finger C. If it's in tune, play it a few times. You want your hand to get used to the stretch. You want your hand to remember the exact distance from fourth finger to second finger. If your fourth finger slides down, see if you can correct it back up. So if I have my fourth finger and I add the C and the fourth finger slides down, now it's too flat. Try to correct it up without pulling the second finger up. This will take a bit of time, but you are doing so much for your violin playing because stretching your hand will improve your intonation. Most intonation difficulties that people have are not because they can't hear, it's because the hand is not stretched. So we always need to work at stretching our hand. Let's do that again. Fourth finger A together with open A string. Reach down for second finger C. Correct up if necessary. Repeat this a couple of times, not too long. And if you need a break, if you feel your fourth finger is getting tired, if it starts feeling warm and it feels a little bit tired, then put your violin under the other arm and shake out your hand a little bit. We don't want to overstretch the hand and we don't want anything to hurt. Rather take a break. Okay, let's do the stretch one more time. Fourth finger A on the D string together with second finger C on the A string. We'll start with the fourth finger A together with open A string. Reach down for the C. If your fourth finger slides down, correct it up, reaching up. And then you play open D string and open A string together. Relax your hand, and then third finger D on the A string together with open D string. Give yourself as many bows as you need to correct, and once it's in tune, play at least 2 bows. First finger B together with open D string. Open D string and open A string together. And we finish with open G string together with third finger G on the D string. Okay, your left hand should be very well warmed up. Your bow arm should also be quite well warmed up because we need to do this with the whole bow the whole time. Your ear is warmed up, so you're ready to go for the rest of your practicing. Hope you enjoyed this warm-up. As always, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and happy practicing.